Okay, meeting called to order, 7:01. Please rise to salute the flag. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call of members, please.
Councilmember Southwick. Here. Councilmember Bory.
Here.
Councilmember Hunter.
Here.
Supervisor Champlain.
Here.
And Councilmember Moore is absent.
Okay, we need have the October 14th minutes. And thank you, Julie. It's they give you a lot of typing. A lot of material here. I need a motion to approve as presented.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any revisions or changes required? I didn't find anything when I didn't do it. Look good, Julie, thanks. If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Any presentations of petitions, communications, general question period? I know we have Mr. Scott Allen in the audience. Are you here just for the public hearing?
Yeah, absolutely, Supervisor. Well, for your notice of public hearing and your seeker, first step into seeker process for the comprehensive plan.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then I'm going to, the public hearing did not get scheduled until 7:30 in the paper, so we're gonna keep moving on. And we will recess when we reach that point. It was advertised at 7:30. So good evening. Thank you to all the voters that turned out for this year's election, and congratulations to our newly elected officials for the town of Champlain. Highway Superintendent Alan Racine, Town Clerk Julie Castine, Town Council Member Rick Hunter, Town Council Member Natasha Nevius. And for myself as Town Supervisor, I want to thank everyone who voted for me and gave a nod of support for another run. We celebrated Veterans Day this past Tuesday, and I wish to extend our appreciation to all veterans for our freedom. A patriotic quote from an unknown author: "For the veteran, thank you for bravely doing what you're called to do so we can safely do what we're free to do." I'd do it again. I like that one. Congratulations to our NCCS boys soccer teams for winning the Section 7 championship. And also congratulations for participation in the regional playoffs. And then congratulations to our All-Stars. First team, Kays Carpenter and Evius Carpenter, I hope I pronounced that correctly. And second team, Seth Rabideau, Jacob Perkins, and Tyler Bourgeois. Congratulations, guys. And also best of luck to Shazy boys and girls soccer teams in the state playoffs this weekend. Our October 25th Halloween fun run was very successful and loads of fun. There were 24 contestants who participated in this event. I wish to thank all of our contestants, the NCCS Outdoor Club for assisting, the NCCS Cross Country Runners who both assisted and ran the 5K, and Councilmember Bory who assisted in many ways. And I would certainly be remiss not to offer a huge thank you to the coaches, Rob Garrett and Adam Cater, for assisting with the scheduling and setting up the kids course. And thank you to Shazy Orchards for again donating apples for our runners. The following were our first and second place winners. The Kids Fun Run, first place goes to Holly Denault. The 3K race, first place to Amelia Ballard, and second place to Porter McDonald. In the 5K race, first place to Regan Martineau, and second place to Sophia Harvey. All proceeds from this event go towards the outdoor next phases of construction for Bob Venn Community Park. I would like to thank the town of Plattsburgh Highway Department for helping us out with the paving of our double pickleball courts. This shared service is so appreciated, and as all shared service projects, a wonderful savings for our taxpayers. Thank you, Plattsburgh. We're indebted to you for your help. Our Eat Smart, Waste Less Food Waste program. Please consider joining in, as it's a great program that helps reduce the amount of methane gases in our landfills and creates compost for our farmers. Complete information on this program can be found on our website, so if you're not doing it, please join in. We've got plenty of room. The Next Trex Plastic Program. Thank you, as always, to everyone who's been donating plastics to be recycled for this project, and thank you to Price Chopper Market 32 for sponsoring. To date, since we started this in 2023, we've collected over 6,000 pounds of plastic, which provided 6 benches and kept a mountain of plastic out of the landfill. Thank you to all our partners, Northern Tier Senior Housing, Champlain Rouse's Point Kiwanis, A.M. Derringer, Champlain Telephone Group, and Champlain EMS. We are currently collecting for the town of Champlain. We have started our collection over again. Report on projects. The comprehensive plan revision. The draft comprehensive plan is posted on our website and available in the town clerk's office. We will be scheduling the public hearing for December 9th to present the draft document for public comment. Completion of the seeker and adoption of the final plan is scheduled for the January 13th meeting. Miramar Properties. The 19 acres with the mall and the adjoining 7.5 acres. It has been confirmed by the property owner's attorneys that they are hopeful to be going under contract with a buyer this November with a possible closing date of January. The 22 acres submitted for housing, I'm not sure if this particular buyer developer has interest in this property as well for some type of housing. I've requested contact information to possibly have a conversation on their plans. Bob Venn Community Park, the pickleball courts. The double pickleball court paving is completed, and as previously stated, we are very thankful to the town of Plattsburgh for their assistance with this critical work. Due to the coating and striping requirement of a 30-day cure of the asphalt and warm temperatures, the surface coating will not be done until spring. The Great Chazy River Project, the LCLGRP has submitted the grant application to New York State DOS for Department of State for a local waterfront revitalization program, an LWRP grant. It has been through the regional review and is now with the state. The announcement for this grant will be either in December 2025 or January 2026. I will update when more information is available. The Clinton County Health Department complete streets. Items still on the queue. Crosswalk at Church Street and South Street, removal of the shared road markings on Prospect Street, and new shared road markings for the trail along Prospect, and no parking signs for Paris Mills Park. In regards to the markings, I believe that the highway superintendent is planning on paving a portion of Prospect next year, so it's just as well we didn't get those done now. Elm Street Culvert Project. Stantec is currently developing design alternatives and preliminary plans. We have received the preliminary draft of the initial proposal and final design report last month for our review. There'll be an informational public meeting held here at the town offices on December 16th at 6 p.m. If you wish to learn about the design and construction of this project phase, please attend this meeting. It is not a public hearing. Therefore, you'll be able to ask questions and receive answers directly from the engineers. We are still hopeful to be under construction in summer of 2026. Bob Venn Community Park Electricity Project. The electrical pedestal has been installed by the Highway Department. Thank you to Alan and the men for doing this for us. CTG has set the pole for the camera and has dug the trenches for the conduit to be installed by the electrician. This work has been donated by CTG, and we are indebted to this local company for their generous community service. Thank you, Champlain Telephone Group. And the electrical work is scheduled for this Monday, November 15th. Sewer District 7 project. The intermunicipal agreement, the IMA, has been approved, signed, and delivered to the funding agency. Barton and LaJudas are currently drafting the development design and preliminary plans for construction. And also, please note, the engineering firm will continue to have staff visiting properties that have not been able to be visited within the district to collect installation data for the design documents. They'll either stop in, or if they have your contact information, they may set an appointment to ask questions, take photos, and take measurements of your current utilities. There's still a handful out there they have not been able to get a hold of. For public announcements, please visit our website and Facebook page for information on events going on around the town. They're always well posted. The town is continually seeking to appoint more alternates to the Zoning Board of Appeals and the Planning Board. Please consider serving the town in this capacity, as we need talented citizens of this township to become involved and assist us in moving forward. Please contact me for details if you are interested. Please note, please feel free to stop in. I'll be happy to discuss the town's projects and objectives with you. And as always, especially this month, thank you to all veterans and active military men and women for your service. Also, thank you to all first responders, both paid and volunteer, of our EMS and fire departments, and our police officers for your dedication to your community. Thank you. Report from the council members. Councilmember Hunter, would you like to start this week?
Absolutely. First of all, the Champlain Fire Department is currently in talks with both the architect and the electrical inspector regarding the appropriate inspections and also the fire alarms that are required for a certificate of occupancy. That's all I have on the fire department at this time. Also, CFD is excited to announce that they will be holding their grand opening and dedication of the new fire station this coming Sunday, November 16th, beginning at 11 a.m. And again, the community is encouraged to attend. Rouse's Point Fire Department, as daylight savings time has ended on November 2nd, it is a perfect time to make sure everyone is testing their smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. Replace those batteries as necessary. It's also a perfect time to make sure that you have any type of evacuation policy in place in case emergencies do present themselves. If you have smoke or carbon monoxide alarms that actually are 10-year batteries, keep in mind those do have to be replaced, and that when battery lives expire, normally it is indicated by a small chirp. Rouse's Point Fire Department held a recent meeting, but they provided nothing else in regards to reporting tonight. The Village of Rouse's Point. Upcoming Village of Rouse's Point board meetings will be on Monday, November 17th, and also Monday, December 1st at 7 o'clock in Halstead Hall. Again, these regular monthly meetings are the first and third Mondays of each month, and they are open to the public. Village offices and the Rouse's Point Dodge Memorial Library will be closed in observation of Thanksgiving Day on November 27th and 28th, and they will reopen again on Monday, December 1st. Also, Small Business Saturday will be observed on Saturday, November 29th. Please try to get out and support our small local businesses. Small local businesses have been taking a very big part of the hit as shutdowns have occurred, so please try to get out and help those businesses if possible. Also, Rouse's Point Recreation Center has published some public skating and stick and puck hours. The only one that I have to report right now, because many of those dates have already passed in the month of November, is on the 14th of November. There will be a stick and puck from 4 to 5:20. Check the Village of Rouse's Point's website for further availability. Also, the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train will arrive in Rouse's Point on November 26th, around 9:15 p.m. Musical guests Brittany Kennel and Tyler Shaw will provide music until about 10 p.m. The CPKC donates to St. Patrick's Food Bank and encourages all attendees to either make a monetary donation or a food donation on that evening. The Village of Rouse's Point winter parking ban will be in effect from December 1st, 2025 through March 31st, 2026. During this period, on-street parking is prohibited between 12 a.m. and 7, or 12 a.m., yes, and 7 a.m. to allow for snow removal. There is a winter clothing drive that began November 1st and it will continue through January in supporting families in need of our local neighborhood. Donations needed are outerwear, scarves, hats, gloves, coats, and jackets. All clothes must be clean and in good condition. Drop-off location is the Dodge Memorial Library, and for more information you can call 518-297-6242. Rouse's Point Dodge Memorial Library has the following announcements. New hours, as I mentioned in our last month's meeting, will be open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday from 10 to 1 p.m. Friends Board of Directors meeting, they will meet on the third Wednesday of the month. Upcoming, of course, is November 19th at 5:30 in the Ross Nonfiction Room, open to the public. Library Board of Trustees will meet their second Wednesday of the month at 5:15, also in the Ross Nonfiction Room, open to the public. And the Library Book Club meets the last Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. in the Ross Nonfiction Room, and members are always welcome. Other notes that probably should be made is there is a current EDU appeal that I've sent out 2 emails. I'm still waiting to hear back from the EDU Appeals Committee on the direction that they want to go. There needs to be an adjustment on a particular property that actually has removed a particular facility on that parcel. Also, I did visit with the Rouse's Point Village and also the town of Chazy, and I requested feedback on their municipality's current waste and wastewater estimated schedule of charges. They have both of those documents. They are going to get back to me when those numbers have actually been solidified. Okay. So once I have that, I will make that available to everyone else.
Okay.
I think so ends my report.
Thank you very much, Councilmember Hunter. Good time?
Yeah,
Okay, Councilmember Bory, please.
no, it's fine. I'll start with ZBA, because that's easy. There was no meeting in October, and the next scheduled meeting is November 20th, right here at the town office at 5:30. There is business on the agenda for November 20th. Again, 5:30 right here at the town office, ZBA, Zoning Board of Appeals. Marketing, not much to report there other than we're seeing posts on our Facebook and Instagram page regarding quotes and supplemental things that Boyer Benner is producing. One of the latest things is the America 250 page. I want to thank Sarah for helping with that. We've got a list of events, things that we know of at this point. There'll be more there to find, links and other things, but if you go to our townofchamplain.gov website, we do have a America 250 page for you to check out all those things. So we've started it, there'll be more added, and again, thank you, Sarah, for that help. You're mentioning our vets, hometown heroes, our 2025 season's come to an end. Want to thank the CTG, Champlain Technology Group, for their help when the banners go up, and of course their help this time of year when the banners come down. So thanks as we put those away in storage, and also of course If you want a banner and you don't have one, our applications are available on our website, or you can call Sarah here at the town office. You can also get a new banner, so let's say you bought one when we did the initial rollout of this, and now that banner has been retired, you are more than welcome to get a new banner. We're happy to help you do that, all right? There's gonna be a defensive driving course here at the town office on December 6th. You do need to pre-register for this, so you can do that by either, you can call 518-578-9626, and that's to register for a defensive driving course here, which can be good for lowering your insurance, if you have points on your license, all of those things. There's also, you can go to additionaltraining.com, you can find that information there as well, at additionaltraining.com, or call 518-578-9626. That's December 6th, right here at the town office. Please arrive before 9 o'clock to register, and plan on being here till about 3. Bring a lunch. The auxiliary in at Rouse's Point, the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 912, in Rouse's Point, they're gonna be hosting a Kids Day Out on December 14th. That's gonna be from 12 until 4. This will allow your kids to have some fun. They've got games and crafts and snacks, and it's a great day for the kids to enjoy some fun holiday activities, while parents probably can enjoy themselves for the afternoon, maybe go out and do some shopping if they need to. It's $10 per child, or if you have a family of 4 or more, it's $35. And again, that's at the American Legion Post 912 in Rouse's Point. Feel free to contact Joan Sterling for more information for this great opportunity for the kids to have fun. She can be contacted at 518-441-1818. That's Joan Sterling. Another thing that is happening, you can meet Mr. and Mrs. Claus, being hosted by Goss Chevrolet. That's December 13th from 10 until 12. They're gonna be there with some hot cocoa, and the kids can enjoy some time with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And also Goss Chevrolet is running a toy drive, which started today. No, I take that back, it starts tomorrow, November 14th. And it's gonna run up until meet Mr. and Mrs. Santa. So they're collecting unwrapped new toys at the car dealership to help those who are in need during the holiday season, making sure that there are gifts for those during the holiday season. And finally, I think my last thing is just a plug for the NCCS Drama Club. They'll be presenting A Christmas Story, the musical, December 5, 6, and 7 at the Francis Bud Moore Auditorium at the high school. Shows on Friday and Saturday are at 7, and the matinee on Sunday is at 2. This is based on the Warner Brothers film, A Christmas Story. Red Ryder BB gun, you'll shoot your eye out, kid. The kids are having a lot of fun, so come and support them. They've been working real hard, and they continue to work hard. December 5, 6, and 7 at the high school. So ends the report.
6 and 7. Thank you very much, Councilmember Bory.
Yeah, the holidays are in full swing here.
There, I get that in my calendar, thank you.
Yeah.
Councilmember Southwick.
The planning board did not meet this month, but there will be a meeting on December 4th at 5:30 here at the town hall, as there are items on the agenda. Youth Commission sign-up forms are available on the rec department, on our website, rec department at townofchamplain.gov. Sign-ups for basketball, 3rd and 4th grade, 5th and 6th grade, girls and boys. And there's also signing up for cheering, grades 2 through 8, I believe. These forms need to be in as soon as possible, so give Char Sample a call or get online and search for those forms on our website. Our Town of Champlain signs are complete. You may notice some of them in the background. We're hoping the Highway Department will be able to begin installation soon, before the snow flies again. Please be mindful when on the road, when driving by our workers. I also want to announce that our adult swimming program is now available on Monday and Wednesdays up at NCCS school pool.
Awesome.
Lap swimming at 6:30 in the morning to 7:30 for those early risers and workers, and 5 to 6 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday. We also have water aerobics on Monday and Wednesday from 3:45 to 4:45. There is a fee for that, and you can see the instructor as you get there. And that's all I have to report.
Thank you. Councilmember Southwick. Almost there. Okay, so, thank you all. Report from the town clerk.
You have my monthly report for approval.
We do. So I would make a motion to approve the report as presented with total local shares emitted of 2,754.39, and total state, county, and local was $3,847.
I'll second the motion.
Awesome. Any discussion? No. All in favor?
Alright.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Well, 2 minutes there. Anything else to report, Julie? Okay, before we get into the bills then, I think we're close enough. By the time we get through the motions, we're gonna be 7:30, so. Need a motion to recess the regular business meeting and enter the public hearing on the preliminary, budget for 2026. Resolution.
I'll make a motion to recess our regular meeting and enter a public meeting on the preliminary budget for 2026.
I'll second
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So, we didn't have anybody attend. For those that are watching, this was a very scrutinized budget, very fiscally sound, and under the tax cap, which is always a challenge, always. When you're trying to do things and grow, and you're held to that stringent, basically 1%, it's always difficult. It's a total budget of $4,940,000. That includes all our water and sewer districts. Therefore, the tax levy that's required for the general budget is $731,825.18. That equates to $1.89 per thousand, which is 4 cents less than 2025. So I think that's something to tip our hat to. So again, it's under the cap, and it still gets a lot of good work done. There's a lot of shaving that took place.
We spent several hours over multiple days,
Yeah, we had 3 meetings.
in order to come up with what we feel is a very workable budget. And again, some things outside of our control. There are things that we can control, and there are some things that are outside of our control. you know, we can't help that the cost of materials for,
Mhm.
you know, say highway are just, when they're up, they're up. We can't, that's out of our control.
Mhm. Yeah, and other things like tax pilot programs, our EMS costs, those things are all part of the calculation, which are fixed rates. So we have to work with the other items within the budget. So anyways, proud to say it's under the tax cap, and like I said, it's $1.89 per thousand. That's a relatively low rate in comparison to the area. Anything else? If not, then I think we need to close the public hearing. Motion to close public hearing and re-enter our business meeting.
I make such motion.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And I think Scott, would you like me to jump ahead to the resolution for the secret determination?
Entirely up to you,
Yeah, I don't wanna,
Supervisor.
I've got several items of business to go before I get there, so if the board agrees, I think we should go to resolution number 50.
Appreciate that.
You all found it in your packet? Okay. Resolution number 50 of 2025, the secret determination of type of action and lead agency resolution for town and village of Champlain, joint smart growth comprehensive plan update. Need someone for a motion, councilperson moved with its adoption.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, thank you, Councilmember Hunter. Who moved its adoption, offered the following resolution. Whereas the Town of Champlain Town Board, the board, has received and placed on file the draft Town and Village of Champlain Joint Smart Growth Comprehensive Plan Update, the project. Prepared with assistance by the consulting team of AES Northeast and Dr. Ann Rozo Holland, the consultant, and in accordance with Article 8, the New York State Environmental Conservation Law, ECL, and 6 NYCRR Section 617. The board has reviewed the seeker full environmental assessment form, Part 1, the FEAF Part 1, prepared for the project. And whereas upon review of the FEAF Part 1 and review of 6 NYCRR Section 617.4B, 1, the board has determined that the project is a secret type 1 action, and in accordance with 6 NYCRR Section 617.6B, the board wishes to be designated the lead agency for purposes of seeker. And in accordance with 6 NYCRR Section 617.6B, 3, the board wishes to conduct a coordinated review with all involved or interested agency, which list includes the Village of Champlain Board of Trustees, the Town of Champlain Planning Board, the Village of Champlain Planning Board, the Clinton County Planning Board, the New York State Department of State, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, the New York State Department of Transportation, and the Village of Rouse's Point as an interested but not involved agency. Now therefore be it resolved that the board hereby authorizes the consultant to forward this resolution, the draft comprehensive plan update, and the FEAF Part 1 to all interested and involved agencies. And 2, that within 20 calendar days of the board's receipt of all comments from all involved agencies, or if no comments are received within 30 calendar days, the date that the FEAF was transmitted to them, the board shall complete the seeker full environmental assessment form, parts 2 and 3, in accordance with 6 NYCRR 617.7, and make the secret determination of significance. And 3, that this resolution shall take effect immediately. This resolution was duly seconded by,
I'll second that.
thank you, and adopted by roll call vote as follows.
Supervisor Trombley,
Aye?
Councilmember Hunter,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Southwick.
Aye.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions at all for Mr. Allen? So we will be scheduled to do that in January, correct, Scott?
Yeah, let me just check that calendar.
January 13th.
Yeah, we will, yes, at your regular January 13th meeting, we'll complete the seeker process and then move on with the, provided that it's a negative declaration and provided that, the comments that make us go back and review or revise the comprehensive plan. That'll be at the December meeting, when we have the public hearing. Then on January 13th, the following meeting, we'll complete the seeker process and proceed to adopt the final comprehensive plan.
Has anyone had time to look at the draft, Cal?
Briefly, yeah.
So, it's a good document, Scott, so thank you. And,
Yeah, well, we should thank the Comprehensive Planning Committee that's been working on the project for about a year with us. So, yeah, Rick knows, he was there, and Tom as well, we were at those meetings, so.
Yes.
And we had a couple of public meetings too. And of course, all the information has been on the Comprehensive Plan website that's accessible through the town website. So, yeah, it's been a good project.
Yeah, so thanks for reminding me of that. We need to thank not only the committee members, but also the public that did come out to our public events and share their thoughts and so on. That's what actually built the plan.
That's right.
So, it's thanks to all. Okay. So now we'll move on to the review of the post audit bills.
Do you want to do that resolution 51 as well, the scheduling of that public hearing? While you're on the topic?
I'm sorry, Scott, you're right. I thought 50 was the one we were doing. I forgot about 51.
Since it's related.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Okay. Resolution number 51 of 2025. To 1, receive and place on file the draft Town and Village of Champlain Joint Smart Growth Comprehensive Plan Update. And number 2, schedule a public hearing for public comment on the draft Town and Village of Champlain Joint Smart Growth Comprehensive Plan Update. Councilperson who move its adoption, offer the following resolution.
I'll make a motion to adopt.
Thank you, Councilmember Bory. Whereas the Town of Champlain Town Board, the board has joined with the Village of Champlain Board of Trustees to prepare the Town and Village of Champlain Joint Smart Growth Comprehensive Plan Update, the project. Now therefore be it resolved that the board, 1, the board has received and placed on file the draft Town and Village of Champlain Joint Smart Growth Comprehensive Plan Update, prepared with the assistance of the consulting team of AES Northeast and Dr. Ann Rosal Holland. The board acknowledges that the project was prepared with funding provided by the New York State Department of State under Title III of the Environmental Protection Fund. 3, a public hearing shall be scheduled for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025 at 7:15 p.m. to receive public comment on the draft Joint Comprehensive Plan. And 4, the notice of public hearing shall be published in the town's official newspaper at least 10 calendar days in advance of the hearing and the draft joint comprehensive plan shall be made available for public review during said period at the office of the town clerk and shall be posted on the town website. And 5, the content of the notice of public hearing shall be as follows. Town of Champlain Notice of Public Hearing Comprehensive Plan Update. Notice is hereby given that the town board of the town of Champlain, Clayton County, State of New York will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, December 9th, 2025 at 7:15 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter may be heard at the town hall at 10729 New York State Route 9, Champlain, New York, to consider the adoption of an update to the town's comprehensive plan pursuant to town law subsection 272-A. The proposed comprehensive plan update outlines long-term goals, objectives, and strategies for land use, infrastructure, housing, natural resources, economic development, and other planning considerations within the town. The update reflects input from community members, stakeholders, and advisory committees, and is intended to guide future development and policy decisions. A full copy of the draft comprehensive plan update is available for public review at the town clerk's office during regular business hours and on the town's comprehensive plan website at https://sites.google.com/view/Champlain Town Village Comp Plan/home. All interested persons are invited to attend the hearing and will be given an opportunity to comment. Written comments may also be submitted by mail to the town clerk at P.O. Box 3144, Champlain, New York 12919, or emailed to supervisor@townofchamplain.gov, no later than the morning of December 9th, 2025. This resolution is dated November 13th, 2025, by order of the town board, Julie Castine, town clerk, town of Champlain. This resolution shall take effect immediately. This resolution was duly seconded by
I'll second.
Councilmember Hunter and adopted by roll call vote as follows.
Supervisor Trombley,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Southwick.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott.
And
Thank you, Scott.
we'll get the seeker paperwork out to the involved agencies tomorrow. And December 9th, we'll be back and attend a public hearing with you.
Sounds good? Sounds
If you have
good.
any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Scott.
Just for the public, I just want to make note here that in regards to the smart growth draft plan, that was a long URL that Tom provided, so if you just go to the town of Champlain's website, scroll down on the homepage, you'll find the smart growth comprehensive plan. When you click on learn more, all you need to do is go down to where you see the deliverables, click the down arrow, and then go down to task number 11, and you will see that draft comprehensive plan that Scott and the supervisor were referencing.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thanks, Rick.
Jason, get that. Either of you have any comments on the abstract? We'll check with Jason and get Scott before we move on to the bills. So we'll pick up at the, review of post audit bills, the abstract. Do you have any comments on that at all?
I have a question in regards to the actual bills. There is a pay by the name of White's Welding Cutting Edge in the amount of $2,994, and I'm just curious as to what that is.
That's the cutting edge for a plow.
Very good, thank you very much. And also, we paid out to the village of Rouse's Point for a youth field prep in the amount of $1,643.79. What exactly does that?
They, that's their bill for taking care of like the soccer fields and stuff throughout the summer for the youth programs, and the baseball fields and stuff like that.
So it's all the labor and materials to
Yes.
maintain the fields.
Okay, and then I have a question once we get to the abstract.
Well, we were on the abstract, which was just for review. This, for the monthly bills,
Right.
that's where you were.
The abstract point that I wanna make sure that's known to the public is when we look at the abstract total amount, keep in mind that, a large percentage of this is for that sewer project. A very large amount goes out to, both the fiscal advisors and marketing, as well as Barton and LaJudas, the architects.
It will be, but you guys approved that last month.
Correct.
So what it's
Right.
trying, you know what I'm saying? So it's me processing what you guys said
Right,
to approve.
Correct.
And then, yes, so this
And-
is just double checking that that's what you guys approved.
And so, just so we're aware, or the public is aware, that particular amount that's being paid out to the architect actually includes,
the engineer.
seven different invoices.
Yes.
All right, this was not one simple invoice, and I wanna make sure that
Yeah,
people are
this was-
aware of that.
These were all the ones that we signed for last
Yes.
month.
Correct. But
And
again, the
what-
public wasn't aware of what that included, that total amount, so.
Correct, so these are all the contractuals, the engineers, actually for two different projects.
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
It's for the Elm Street project and the sewer
Sewer.
District Number 7 project.
Correct.
And the rest of these are all the normal monthly bills within the abstract.
Yes.
Okay. And then moving on to the bill list. I'll put a motion on the floor if we wanna get the discussion after we have a second, to approve the monthly bills, including the additionals. So the bill report total was $136,774.97, with added bills of $1,161.92. And these were for both repairs to utilities in the building and highway parts. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay, thank you. And for discussion, there was only a couple of, you'll see a few items in here that I underlined. One of the high ticket items was the road salt, at $53,000. And then also, we did have all the substrate material is in this bill listing for pickleball courts, which is about $4,800, almost $4,900. The rest, I didn't find anything else that was totally outstanding. You picked up on the plow edging, but any other discussion?
It was a hefty payment for road salt,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
so, tis the season.
'Tis the season. That won't be the last road salt here.
No,
I think
It's started.
the other large piece was the engineering for the smart comprehensive plan. It was in the amount of almost $18,000.
Yeah.
And also Edmunds GovTech, which is a little more than 9,000, so, yeah.
Okay. Any further discussion? If not, I'll accept roll call on that, please.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter,
Aye.
Supervisor Trombley.
Aye. Thank you, motion carries. Then we have, this is for the Route 11 Sewer District 7. We were provided this, we need to sign this will show up on next month's abstract. These are amounts of transfer and disbursement from project funds for the engineering firm of $31,378. And then for Favreau Law Firm for $1,548.75. That's on this way, I guess. And you all have the code of officers report. I'm not trying to rush the door. If anybody had anything in there they need to question, I'd like to try to find the answer for you. I didn't see anything outstanding myself. And I did not get an official report from the highway superintendent, but I can tell you that he has finished hauling sand just in time for the snow to land. We got the plows on just in time, and
Yeah, that was, and we definitely got more snow
Did
than they predicted,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah, none of us expected that.
No, so definitely thank you to the highway crew, highway department for their start to the winter season.
And there's more snow coming on Sunday, I guess.
Well, lucky them.
I thought, 2 to 4 inches, it's not,
Well, still.
it's enough to treat,
That's a prediction.
yeah. Today.
Valid.
Very valid point. Under correspondence, you have Charter Communications, your upcoming changes. And a letter of concern from a Quebec citizen. I hope you have time to read this. I think it's very valid, and I bumped this up to our county legislator, and they are going to be looking, should have printed it off, I forgot what committee is going to be looking at this. But apparently we did get on board some years ago when there was pig farms that were spreading pig manure along the border. And there was resolutions done by the towns at the time, which did get that to stop. So this may be handled similarly. But anyways, I'm waiting to hear what the county comes back with, if they're going to support as well or not, and then we'll deal with it, okay?
You said we have resolutions that have been done by this town in the past?
Yeah, it was quite a few years ago. I think Calvin said like the late 80s.
Um,
It was some time ago.
Wouldn't apply?
What's that?
Did they not apply at this time?
Well,
Is it similar?
it's similar, right? This is sludge from sewer plants that is being spread on land. So he was hoping to be here tonight. I'm surprised he wasn't, because I spoke to this gentleman on the phone. And anyways, like I said, I contacted Calvin, gave him the information, provided the letter to him, and it will be looked at by the county committee, and he'll get back to us. And we'll decide, how we're going to address it next month, how and if and when. Do you have any thoughts on it? Do you agree? It has valid points.
Yeah, I agree.
And just so the public watching is aware what this letter is, it's from a concerned person in Saint Menard, near Cole, Quebec. Apparently there is sludge from sewer treatment plants from the city that are being spread along the Canadian side of the border. And there's many tributaries that cross. So he's worried about the groundwater, he's worried about the lakes and the rivers. Okay. So, new business, resolution 48 of 20.
I don't think we approved that.
Oh, we didn't
We didn't
do an
make a
approval.
motion.
You're
Yeah.
right, I am so sorry. Thank you very much, Julie. So, with this disbursement that I referred to for sewer district number 7, I need a motion to approve the amount of transfers and disbursements of $31,378 and $1,548.75.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you,
I'll second.
thank you. Any discussion? And if not, we'll do a roll call. Thanks, Julie.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter, Supervisor Trombley.
Aye. Thanks for catching that. Okay, now we'll move on to resolution number 48. To adopt the budget for fiscal year 2026. Town of Champlain monthly meeting, November 13th, 2025. Resolution to adopt the budget for fiscal year 2026. At a meeting of the Town of Champlain Town Board held on November 13th, 2025, wherein the following action is taken. Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Champlain has met at time and place specified in the notice of public hearing on this day, November 13th, 2025, to review the 2026 preliminary budget, and heard all persons desiring to be heard thereon now, therefore be it resolved that after having the public hearing, the preliminary budget is hereby adopted as the final budget for the Town of Champlain for the fiscal year beginning the first day of January 2026, and that the attached budget as adopted be entered in detail in the minutes of the proceedings of the Town Board. And be it further resolved that the town clerk shall prepare and certify in duplicate copies of said annual budget as adopted by this Town Board, together with the annual budgets for the fire district within the town and the emergency services company contracted for the town pursuant to town law, subsection 115. And be it further resolved that within 10 days of receipt thereof from the town clerk, the supervisor will deliver one copy thereof to the Clinton County Board of Legislators for levy with county taxes. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the secretary, to the board, and bookkeeper of the Town of Champlain. Motion to approve said resolution as written.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. And seconded by,
I'll second.
thank you. Roll call vote as follows, please.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter, Supervisor Trombley.
Aye. Thank you. Move on to resolution 49 of 2025. Resolution to authorize the Town of Champlain Supervisor and Highway Superintendent to execute the Clinton County Highway Agreement for snow removal, sanding, and treating of county roads during the 2025 to 2026 and the 2026 and 2027 snow and ice seasons. Whereas the Clinton County Highway Department has provided a 2-year contract dated October 27, 2025 for snow and ice services between the Clinton County Highway Department and the Town of Champlain Highway Department for snow removal and treating of Clinton County roads during the 2025-2026 and 2026-2027 seasons. And whereas the Clinton County Legislature approved a two-year agreement at the legislative meeting on October 22nd, 2025, which provides for an increase in compensation for regular roads and snowbelt roads of 15% and 20% respectively for 1 year, and 3% and 3% respectively for each in year 2. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the town supervisor and town highway superintendent to sign and execute a two-year agreement for the sums of $147,125 for the 2025 and 2026, and $151,539 for the 2026 and 2027 contract years for snow removal, sanding, and treating of 15.56 miles of regular and 5.53 miles of snow belt Clinton County roads. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution along with 2 copies of the signed agreement be forwarded to the Clinton County Highway Superintendent. Motion to approve said resolution as written.
Make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye?
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter, Supervisor Trombley.
Aye. Thank you very much. I got one correction to make on that, and I'll get into it tomorrow. To 51. We're jumping now to Resolution 52 of 2025 to enter into the intermunicipal agreement between Clinton County Soil and Water Conservation District and the Town of Champlain. Whereas the Clinton County Soil and Water Conservation District applied for and received grant funding from the New York State DEC Urban and Community Forestry Grants Program for ash tree management in disadvantaged communities. And whereas the town of Champlain is responsible for maintenance of the roads and public trails in the town, which includes trimming and removal of hazardous trees from the public right-of-way. And whereas the town desires to participate in the ash tree management program and benefit from the removal of ash trees along the town roads and trails. And whereas the removal of ash trees from said sites will meet a community need in these areas of the town for reducing hazards to the public along the adjacent roads. And whereas the parties desire to enter into this agreement pursuant to Article 5-G of the New York General Municipal Law to delineate their respective roles, responsibilities, and financial obligations related to the implementation of the grant. And now therefore be it resolved, the town board of the town of Champlain does hereby approve entering into this IMA between the Clinton County Soil and Water Conservation District, a conservation district in the county of Clinton and state of New York, with its principal office at 6064 Route 22, Plattsburgh, New York, and the town of Champlain, a New York municipal corporation with offices at 10729 Route 9, Champlain, New York. And be it further resolved that a roll call vote is carried to approve said resolution. Motion to approve by?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 52, enter into the intermunicipal agreement between Clinton County Soil and Water Conservation District and the town of Champlain, as read and presented by the supervisor.
Thank you. Councilmember Moore?
And I'll second that.
Thank you. Councilmember Southwick. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye?
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter, Supervisor Trombley.
Aye. Thank you. Resolution number 53 of 2025, a resolution in support of Congressman Nick Langworthy's Energy Choice Act HR 3699 S.1945, and in opposition to government mandated natural gas bans. Whereas affordable and reliable energy is essential to the health, safety, and economic prosperity of New York families, businesses, and communities, and whereas natural gas remains a dependable, cost-effective, and clean-burning energy source used by millions of New Yorkers to heat their homes, cook their food, and power their businesses. And whereas in 2019, the New York State enacted the Climate Leadership and Community Protection Act, the CLCPA, which mandates aggressive emissions reductions and serves as a foundation for sweeping energy restrictions, including efforts to phase out natural gas. And whereas, building on the CLCPA, Governor Kathy Hochul and the New York State Legislature in 2023 enacted provisions in the state budget banning natural gas and other fossil fuel hookups in most new residential and commercial buildings, effective 2026 for smaller buildings and 2029 for larger buildings, thereby eliminating consumer choice and limiting access to affordable energy. And whereas Governor Hochul has publicly supported these bans and related measures as part of her administration's climate and energy agenda, despite widespread concerns that such mandates will increase costs, strain grid reliability, and restrict energy diversity. And whereas these top-down policies undermine affordability, threaten reliability during peak demand, and strip away the freedom of consumers and businesses to choose the energy sources that best meet their needs. And whereas Congressman Nick Langworthy of New York and Senator Jim Justice of West Virginia introduced the Energy Choice Act, HR 3699 S.1945, federal legislation that ensures state and local governments cannot restrict consumer access to natural gas and other affordable energy sources, thereby protecting freedom of choice for New Yorkers and all Americans. And whereas the Energy Choice Act would safeguard households, small businesses, hospitals, farmers, and manufacturers from harmful government overreach and preserve access to an all-of-the-above energy strategy that strengthens reliability and affordability. Now therefore it be resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Champlain strongly supports the Energy Choice Act as introduced by Congressman Langworthy and Senator Justice, and stands firmly opposed to New York's natural gas bans, the CLCPA-driven restrictions, and all other state energy mandates that eliminate consumer choice. And be it further resolved that Clinton County Legislature urges Congress to pass the Energy Choice Act to defend consumer choice, protect energy affordability, and preserve reliable access to natural gas for New Yorkers. And be it further resolved that copies of this resolution be sent to Congressman Nick Langworthy, Senator Jim Justice, the New York Congressional Delegation, Senators Chuck Schumer and Kristen Gillibrand, Governor Kathy Hochul, and leadership of the New York State Legislature. Motion to approve said resolution.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 53 as read.
Thank you. And second.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you very much. Roll call please, Julie.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter,
Aye.
Supervisor Trombley.
Aye. Okay, we've got a bunch of these to mail out, Julie. Now, next on the, excuse me, the agenda is our proposals. Both, they're listed as number 7 and number 8, but they really should have been just one. Proposal from Vermont Tennis Court Surfacing and proposal from Craftco for pickleball court surfacing. This is for next year in the spring. So we have one that came in roughly, I mean, they're so close, they're $250 apart.
This was the one we looked at last month. This is the one for this month. They're both date date of proposal 10/14.
He didn't change the
With a
date.
15-day,
Pardon me?
with a 15-day, I think, in return for response.
Right, and the new one is $600 more than the old one.
Right, because I gave them exact measurements, remember?
Okay, but they didn't change it on the
They
proposal,
didn't
I
change,
guess.
no, they just changed the cost.
They just changed the cost. I just wanted to bring that to attention.
Yeah, if you remember right, last month, we looked
Yes.
at these, and we tabled it because they were too opposite, because I had given one our target measurements, and then once the substrate got put in and we found out how they had to pave, this one got the new measurements, and then, you know, by my mistake, I did not correct this quote, so now they are both identical in size. They're the same exact square yardage of material. So, we're looking at them, and we also, if you remember right, you requested that we get all the criteria as alike as possible, which I think they are. They use a little bit different terms and types of material. Dorothea looked up the differences between the striping, because one's a Premier Sports coating, and what was the other one, acrylic
Now,
color
this one
system?
says Premier Line Paint,
Yes, that's it.
and the other one was a Action Pave Acrylic Textured White Line Paint.
Right.
I did look up the Premier Line the first time I looked at it. It said it was lining for grass and non-hard surfaces, but Premier Line also has a line of paint for hard surfaces.
Right. Which is most likely what they're quoting. We'll
Mhm.
just verify it if
Right.
we approve this one. I'm sure that's what it is. I mean, this company did Rouse's Points, this company did NCCS. I will add that, you know, this company's been working with me for 2 years as I built budgets for this project.
The gentleman up at NCCS, who also happens to be on the village board, knows about both of these surfaces,
Interesting, okay.
and both have done well.
So not only are they almost equal in price, they're equal in quality.
In quality and function.
So how do their warranties compare?
Well, I think they're both 1 year on materials and labor, if I remember correctly. I know it's not stated in here, but I remember asking that question and I got it in an email. So the warranty's comparable as well. So, I would make, personally, I would make a motion, if you look, I'll put it on the floor as a motion, to go with the Vermont tennis court surfacing, which is the lower amount. And I guess I should put the amount, $15,256. Do I have a second? Because in order to get this on the schedule, these have to be approved this early. Neither one of them will schedule without an approval.
I'll go with second motion.
Okay. Any further discussion? If not, can I have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye?
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter, Supervisor Trombley.
Aye, thank you. Next is the layer 8 quote, which I guess in the agenda we should have included the CTG quote as well, because they go hand in hand. So this is for installation of the camera, and it's the, internet provided as well, so. They're both based off monthly fees of $179.95, and there is $79.99. As I reported, the trenching is completed, poles in. We get these approved and they'll install the equipment. And we talked about it again this last month, I just didn't have a formal quote. I welcome a motion to move forward and enter into both these contracts. I guess I should, call them contracts.
What account would this come out of? This monthly recurring fee, so it's almost what, $1,000 a year? So, what's that coming out of?
That would come out of,
Recreation?
yeah, we could. I mean, I was gonna make it come out of, the A fund, because if it comes out of rec, it comes out of the B fund.
Right,
So I was gonna make it come out of, where we do the monitoring now, A 1680.4. Where
Say that
our
one again?
A 1680.4,
Okay. Thanks.
yeah, that's for monthly monitoring and cameras. And that's a $15,000 line item.
but there's other stuff in that line item.
Where is?
Correct.
But because this is specifically connected to the park, it could be recreation.
I mean, it could.
I'm just saying.
It could. Do we have a person report on that account? I do.
What, do you recall what we had left in that account, in that 1680.4,
Tell you
as
that.
of when we started our budgeting process?
Yeah, hang on a second.
I'm just curious.
He has the,
I have it right here. It's computer contractual. Was that 42?
Computer data contractual software.
Was that 42%?
Was that 42% we used? So it's 58% left?
No, it's 42% left, isn't
it's 42% used.
it?
Okay, so 58% remaining, okay.
But that
I'm
was,
okay with it.
what date is that,
Yeah,
September?
that's September.
Right, so you have October, November, December in there.
And
2 years.
does that amount that comes out for, I'm just trying to think of like, what about the government, that we just looked at tonight?
Edmonds?
Yes. Does that
You have to look at your sheet.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure what account that comes out of.
okay.
But at the end of the year, anything in that account, I kinda go back and say, okay, do we need computers? Do we need upgraded software? Do we need, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's just not used, if that makes sense,
Right.
so.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to enter into contract with layer 8 for the equipment cost, installation, ongoing management, and maintenance, the monthly fee, $79.99 a month, to be used at Bobcat Park.
Okay, do we wanna do a CTG one separately then, probably?
No, we can do them together if you want.
I think so, since it's serving this park and this camera, I think we do them
Same
together.
purpose.
Yeah, so, to also include the Champlain Technology Group with that motion. So Larry and Champlain Technology Group.
Right.
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you, can I have roll call, please? If there's no further discussion on this.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter,
Aye.
Supervisor Trombley.
Aye. Thank you. We need to, have you had time, hopefully, to review the Champlain Water Board report? I think to approve that, and I'll send a letter to the Water Board of approval and thanking them for their hard work. Have a motion to approve?
If you have questions on it.
I'll get on the floor. I'll make a motion to approve it as presented. Can I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Okay, discussion.
I'm just waiting to see if they have questions as I have all mine.
The ratio's correct? I guess that-
Ratios are accurate.
All right.
The only thing that you don't see on that is you had to really read through the entire report, but the O and M is down, it's a decrease of about $4,057.51. But that is only due to, there was no hydrant flushing in 2025.
Correct,
Okay.
which was pointed out in discussion.
Correct, but we want to make it known for the public in
Mhm.
terms of what the O and M is. It's in the amount of $49,433.13.
Correct. Okay. Motion to approve as presented. Has been put on the floor in a second, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So I'll get a memo out, as we have in the past, in thanking the water board, for all their diligence and hard work. And also, need to thank both offices, Sarah, Juanita, and Mary for all their inputs in providing all the data and,
The one thing that I would,
et cetera.
if you could add to that memo, Tom, is that, on page 16 of the report, they kind of indicated what the town's EDUs were from 2019 all the way through to the current time, but there was nothing in regards of the summary for the village of Champlain. I think it should be appropriate that we actually have something from the village also to show what those EDU changes are from the time of inception.
I think it's because on that page she's using your.
I know, but there's nothing in the report for the village of Champlain in terms of what
we would
those
have-
EDUs
we
are.
would- We would have to ask the EDU assessor to add that.
Correct.
Okay.
Please. That's the only thing I saw.
Okay. Duly noted. Thank you. Motion carries. We need to, would like to have approval to sign our dog control contract agreement. I think I have the old copy, I'm hoping. Look at the other one on my desk, because it's dated incorrectly. Is yours dated correctly, 2025?
Where is it on your desk?
I'm not sure. It
No,
could be the
this-
full.
Mine does not have a date.
This one at the top says made this December 2024.
Okay, so I'll make sure that gets corrected. I thought that I had him correct that, and so I think that the correct copy is at my desk. I'm quite certain he's able to find it in my chaos. But this is the same cost, again, this year, there's no change.
How did we pay last year? Did we do it as a one annual payment? Did we do it as 2 biannual payments?
I think we did 2 biannual, didn't we?
Okay, that's what I'm asking for.
We'll confirm when Sarah gets back, but I'm quite certain I remember doing 2 biannuals.
Because it's still the $2,000 savings, I just want to be sure.
Yep. I'm certain I asked him to fix that and he delivered it to me.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I might have it in a folder. I know I have it. I know he brought it in to me.
So,
If not, I'll get it corrected, but I swear he came back last week and gave me the corrected version. Could I have a motion to approve, to sign the agreement, please?
Make a motion to approve the contract with White Knight Kennels.
I will second that with the change,
Correct.
and also noting that we will be making 2 biannual payments in the amount of $5,000 each.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any further discussion? If not, roll call, please.
Is that the way we paid last year? Do you remember?
what?
Did we do 2 biannual payments?
2, yes.
That's what I thought.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter, Supervisor Trombley.
Hi. Next, we have, in connection to Resolution 54, that you should have, we have the water tanks maintenance contract. This has been signed by the village. So I'll go ahead with the resolution, which is required per the contract. Resolution number 54 of 2025 for approval of the water tanks maintenance contract between the town and village of Champlain. Whereas the town of Champlain recognizes that the water tanks maintenance contract updates the legal framework for the shared maintenance of the two water tanks supplying the town and village of Champlain. And whereas the term of this contract shall be 25 years commencing as of November 14th, 2025, unless earlier terminated pursuant to provisions hereof or as otherwise provided by law or regulation. And whereas notwithstanding the foregoing, the term of this contract shall not expire, and this contract shall remain in full force and effect, and all parties hereto covenant and agree that no material amendments may be made to this agreement for the duration of the New York State EFC financing in connection with the Consolidated Water Project. And whereas the town and village of Champlain recognize the benefits and importance of intermunicipal cooperation and resource allocation, agree to this water tanks maintenance contract. And therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Champlain does approve and endorse the water tanks maintenance contract as signed by the village mayor and the town supervisor on November 13th, 2025 and November 14th, 2025 respectively. And be it further resolved that a certified signed copy of this resolution be provided to the village of Champlain as per section V3. 5.3-3. I hereby I don't need to read that part. I guess we just need a motion to approve as presented.
I'll make a
As
motion
read.
that we approve resolution number 54 as printed and read.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries. Next is, you should have resolution 55 to go along with this. This is the commercial lease agreement between the town of Champlain and North Country Golf Club. And I want to thank Dorothea for helping with this.
Yes.
And also, Jason, you provided a lot of good information for the hold harmless. And that was ran by the attorney, you were copied on the email, he approved it. So if you're good with it, I am going to go through the resolution. Resolution number 55 of 2025. To authorize the town of Champlain supervisor to sign the commercial lease agreement between the town of Champlain and the North Country Golf Club. Whereas the town has agreed to lease and hereby does lease the North Country Golf Club, and the club has agreed to take and hereby does take from the said town the following premises, namely, being all those parts of lot numbers 78 and 79 of the 80-acre lots in the Canadian and Nova Scotia refugee tract, which is essentially the western half of the current 18-hole golf course. And whereas the term of this lease shall be 1 year commencing the first day of January 2026 and ending on December 31st, 2026. And whereas the club covenants that it will pay the town for the use of said premises rent in the amount of $1,000 per year. The annual rent shall be paid in full by October 31st of each year. And therefore be it resolved that the board of the town of Champlain authorizes the town of Champlain supervisor to sign the 2026 lease agreement with the North Country Golf Club. And now therefore be it further resolved that a roll call vote is carried to approve said resolution, and a copy of this resolution is to be given to the secretary of the board. Motion to approve resolution as presented.
Yeah, that probably shouldn't still live in there. We need a motion? I'll make a motion.
Thank you. And seconded by?
I'll second.
And roll call please.
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye?
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter,
Aye.
Supervisor Trombley.
Thank you, and Julie, I gotta make a correction, it had 2024 on
Yeah,
it.
I see that.
Did you point something out?
Well, under the insurance, I don't know if that clause still needs to be there, the one that says question,
Oh,
if that's an error.
yeah.
Yeah, because that was a question posed to them.
So that probably
That should be removed.
That should probably be removed, I
Yeah.
agree. And Rick, was the thing about the financials, was that clause put in here?
It was not.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I don't see it
That is
either.
something that we'd asked about, you know, receiving the last 3 years of,
I'm still checking.
The one, which
Club
one?
agrees that, well, it's.
The last line of the insurance, section.
Oh, in the parentheses. Yeah, that's been answered. So I can remove that. Are you good with that, if that's removed?
Yeah, it has to be, because it was just a question.
Yeah, it's not part of the
Yeah, it's-
contract.
No, I agree.
I thought the financials were in here, Rick, somewhere, was it?
I thought it was too. I swore I read that.
have we received a copy?
Yeah, didn't he deliver it?
Oh,
The financials?
Last 3 years of their financials?
No, he just delivered this past year's, right?
Yeah, last year we got financials.
Yeah, 17. But it says the annual report. Rick
Yes, it
wanted
doesn't say that.
1 and 3.
We wanted the last 3 years just so we could,
This was put in too. I just. I didn't feel that we could
Oh,
require them to change their meeting time.
okay.
So what I proposed was that if we could be there in person, we would be, but they have a liaison to us, and we could continue to communicate with them by phone or by email.
Okay, that's fine.
That's all right.
No, that's good. That's a good addition.
I still don't see where it's in there. I could have swore that we had that prior. And I concentrated on what we added. So you want a paragraph added to number 17?
no, I just think you need to change the first sentence.
From annual to, well, you want the annual to
Yeah,
begin
we
with.
do want the annual plus 2 prior.
Do you want that every year, to have the 2 prior plus the annual?
I think in this case, I think what we want is we always want, yeah, because that way you have comparisons.
So
So
you
you
want a
can look at-
comparison report,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, pro forma is what I call it.
right?
And so that way you can kind of compare each and every account and look and see where they are. Because a lot of times, what we do for them, I think we've been very generous to them as a town. And so, by looking at those financials, you can make decisions whether or not you wanna continue to, offer, or if they start to do very well, then maybe there are ways that we can,
So how about an annual financial report including 2 prior years?
that would work.
Or Or do you wanna just call it an annual pro forma financial report, which
Yeah,
would
but
be
that might, then you gotta define where, what the
where,
pro forma
where
is
the,
and right.
okay.
Yeah, I would just indicate the two. Yeah, cause I remember we asked that at the last meeting, about having the last 3 years.
Okay. I'll add that, that's no problem. And take out that
That's
one,
easy to change.
yeah, and take out that one sentence. Okay. I will fix that and then get it signed. So next is Alan. You've got quotes in front of you. Alan is requesting approval for a new pickup. We have two quotes, one from Riley, one from Goss. Can you add any information to them on how this will be paid for?
He'll have to order them. So what would happen is we have a little bit of money left over this year. So we do a deposit, take it out of his equipment money because he didn't use it all up this year, and do a deposit on it, and then next year we'll pay the balance.
How much is left of the equipment money now?
The Chevrolet's on the lot.
I have about 60,000. But
So the Ford is not on the lot?
I don't think so.
but it's also October, November, you know what I'm saying, we have,
Mm-hmm.
so. I can't say we can use the complete 60,000, but we can put something towards it.
The lower one came in at 63,999. I spoke to Alan on these two, he said he's good with either one.
What's he had in the past? Some
Ford.
used Fords?
Ford.
Has he had good luck with them?
Yeah.
Is there anything that one vehicle offers that the other doesn't?
No, except this one is an actual local company now, other than,
Well, they both are, but
well, rather
Yeah.
than Plattsburgh.
local family. Yeah. Yeah, for $800, I don't know.
I know when Alan went and spec'd this out, he spec'd them out to be the same trucks. I know this one doesn't give us all the specs,
Correct,
and this one does.
like the Fisher plow.
Oh yeah, the plow's the same.
Are they same?
Yeah,
Okay,
plows.
because there's nothing on this other piece of paper that's just a single,
I know.
so there's no way to tell plow shoes, snow foil, any of this.
Oh, I asked Alan that.
Okay.
If that was included, and he said, oh yeah, that's all the same.
Okay.
Cause I know Riley doesn't give us any breakdown at all. So I really don't, I'm assuming they're the same, but you really don't know.
You don't.
You really don't.
Oh, this is a detailed,
Yeah, it is.
very detailed.
Yeah, this one's even got the typical prep package, the gooseneck package. I don't know if that one has it, not that we need it, but the gooseneck is a possibility someday, but.
Would service be done at the dealership we purchased from?
Yes.
How do the dealership service costs compare?
Both for the, I believe they're comparable.
Not the hourly cost, I'm talking about in terms of like parts and stuff.
I would assume comparable, I can't answer that, Rick.
Riley's located in Plattsburgh on Cumberland Head now. Ross is up here, so if something has to be done to a vehicle,
It's closer.
it's closer.
That's the one thing that I see. That's an advantage. Other than that,
In order of motion?
Do we wanna get a detailed breakdown from this company?
We could, but how do we act on it?
Right.
We'd have to wait.
there's no trade-in on this? Are we doing a trade-in?
No,
No trade-in for two reasons. One, Alan said neither one of them wanted to give him any money for a truck, they didn't really want it. Ford told them, sell it outright, they wanna take it in. And secondly, Alan feels that we need another vehicle. And personally, from what I saw, when we had a part-time man here, a lot of times he was landlocked because he couldn't,
Couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah, I
he
think,
couldn't get anywhere.
I think Alan brought that up when he was here during the budgeting.
Yeah, you know, he couldn't send him to go mow somewhere,
Mhm.
because we only got the one truck that everybody was in. And I would give him an extra truck and a plow. If everybody was in, then he would have an extra man to help plow the parking lots and stuff. Which I think is a good idea.
Yeah, the only thing I'd recommend looking at is, when I actually deal with vehicle purchases, I always go back into Edmunds.com or to some reputable comparable business and compare what this vehicle looks like in terms of trade-in value or what the actual, current market value is of these vehicles, which one of them keep their values higher. Other than that, I don't know what else to, so that's all I have to offer.
Yeah. You wanna get into those reads, or you wanna? Otherwise, I know this one's a lot, I'm not sure about this one, so. To you.
If we want to look at more information, it's gonna be a whole nother month before it's approved. How does that work?
Yeah, unless you approved it based on choosing one if it has identical equipment or comparable equipment, I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, you have to come back to the table, I think. All I can tell you is according to Alan, they all have the same stuff. I don't know. One could have more than the other. Without having a list, you wouldn't know. I mean, the one that's listed has a lot of good convenience packages on it.
Mhm.
Steps, slash guards.
Have we ever had Chevys? No.
not as far as I know. Not as far as I've been here, it's always been Ford.
Mhm.
I think it's, you know, like a motion to, approve the expenditure for a brand new, truck for the highway department, for $63,999.00 from Goss Chevrolet.
I'll second.
Okay,
There it is.
any further discussion? If not, I think we need a roll call on that.
Councilor Southwick,
Aye.
Councilor Bori,
Aye.
Councilor Hunter, Supervisor Trumbull.
Aye. Thank you. Okay, that brings us to, requested executive session to discuss real estate contracts.
Make a motion, we exit the regular business meeting and enter into executive session to discuss real estate contracts.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So, we'll just document the times and et cetera?
Yeah, if you want.
Absolutely.
So we can go work on your floor?
Yeah, put all my stuff back.
Are we
I make
back?
a motion that we leave executive session and that we go back into regular session at 9:54.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? To report on the executive session, the parcels of real estate were discussed. There's further research to do before we determine our goal, and at that point, it will be reported on. So back to this, let's see. Old business, Dora, we gotta figure out a way to get that investment policy done. We gotta get at it. Justice courtroom security, what I have learned there is, the county, the state judicial does not wanna provide it.
Okay.
The county has went to them and they do not wanna touch it. The county, the sheriff's office, said they cannot, and they may stop providing service to the towns they're doing now because they're short-staffed.
Okay.
So they are recommending that if the towns wish to do this, they hire private security. So I have to contact the town of Peru, because apparently the town of Peru is contracting with somebody, I guess. So I gotta find out I gotta get some details on what they're doing.
All right,
Okay.
That's where we're at with that.
all right, so more to come.
More to come. And I probably should add to the old business the schedule of estimated charges for water.
Correct.
So we don't forget it. So I'll ask
No.
Julie to add that.
Yeah, once I have that information from those two municipalities, I'll let everybody know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next business meeting is scheduled for December 9th, 2025. And I welcome a motion to adjourn.
I will be happy to make that motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
I bet you will. I can tell you're ready
And
to go.
are we all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Yeah, Jay, look at that email on the EDU on Mark Lawrence's.
Yeah, okay.
Tell me what you think.
I wanna say